Here's just another little visit with Mom, this time about sitting, being held, training your child to do this. There will be times when it's required that your child be able to sit quietly. Grocery carts, doctor's offices, you know these times. That's not the time to train them. The time is at home. A nursing baby even can learn to lay quietly as it grows. And I'll just show you. I have this doll here. I don't have a baby. That's too bad. But I have this doll here, and I will show you what I mean. If I can. They can learn to sit quietly on your lap for smaller and then longer periods of time at home. That's where the training needs to happen. Not when they're demanding to be held, but when it works for you to make it a teaching time. Firm insistence on quiet sitting is possible. And you will see that I have a hand on the arm and the other hand on the stomach, breast. So the baby is firmly held, supported, and in a loving position. When they're breastfeeding, I always used to hold this arm. That left less possibility for the baby to interfere with what I wanted her to do. But just for sitting, this is a good stance, a good position, and you can start just a little at a time. When they're squirming, it's not hard. You're the strong one, and you can hold the baby till they understand, no, this isn't a time to wiggle. Not being ridiculous about it, of course, but it's you asserting your way so that for their good they can learn this. Remember, does the baby know best? You need to train with a view to what you know they will need to be able to do. Somehow babies learn to accept car seats. These same babies that can't abide sitting quietly on their mother's laps. It's interesting. I know why. I'll tell you. It's because the parent knows that they must, in that instance, learn the restraint. Well, apply that to other areas. The rest of the time, the parent doesn't seem to be sure whether the child must or not. But keeping in mind, baby doesn't know best, this little training exercise will pay off in the future. Another thing I've noticed is if the baby throws its head back and wants to not be held, once they've learned that they should at times, they must be held and they shouldn't do that, which you can do in these training times, you won't have that struggle and them constantly pushing back on your arm and wearing you out. Sometimes when they would do that, it is a signal to me that, okay, you're done being held. I'm not training you, and I'm not going to hold you like this when you're just wanting freedom of movement. You will learn, but keep in mind, this is a training point that is necessary at home. Don't overlook it, because baby doesn't know best. And that's all your mom has to say today. Thanks for listening.